welcome to your yoga class. For this class, you can either sit on your heels or sit on your block, or you can sit in a chair. So this class can be done pretty much anywhere, as long as you can maintain that long, straight spine. Okay, so here we go. So for this class, we're gonna mostly be working on our upper body, right? And there's gonna be some strengthening, but also a lot of release. So you'll notice that even though you're doing something that might be difficult for your arms today, you won't have the same kind of soreness tomorrow because we're simultaneously stretching them. I did the Palawan Muktasana Series 1 before coming to the class, so I would recommend the same. So that's the joint movement series that we worked on, from your head all the way to your ankles, just releasing your joints. Okay? All right, here we go. First, we're just going to close our eyes. And even though we're in different places, we just want to give ourselves a moment of calm, of relaxation, bringing our mind center and our thoughts as they start to drift away and we prepare for our practice. Just checking in on your breath. Just noticing if it feels short or longer today. Just checking in with different parts of your body, any place maybe you feel a little soreness or you feel a little release. Sometimes the release can feel uncomfortable too. But all those things we can move through. A couple more breaths here before we begin. And then softly just blink your eyes open. We're going to begin with an inhale as we raise our arms over our head. So right now my hands and my arms are parallel. I want to bring my hands together, my palms together over my head, and I'm just going to make this little squirt gun with my fingers. So I'm going to inhale my hands up. I'm going to make my squirt gun with my fingers, and once I have my hands in position, on my next inhale, I'm going to bring my squirt gun up towards the ceiling. So my hands and my arms, my shoulders are lifting up as I'm still breathing in and out here. I'm extending my spine. With each inhale, I'm reaching up a little bit more, and with each exhale, grounding down through your bottom. So you should simultaneously feel like you're being stretched up high and also kind of pulled down low by gravity, by your own weight of your lower extremities. And just take 2 more breaths here. And our final breath here. And 1 more inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring your hands apart and down to shoulder level. So now our arms are in line with our shoulders, and we just want to check and make sure one arm isn't too far back or too far down. So I check in with this arm, it looks good. Let me look over here, looks great, I'm ready. Our arms are active and energy is shooting out towards our fingertips. So if you tried to press my hand, it would be hard, right? That's the kind of feeling I want in your fingers, right? You don't have to do it so much that it hurts and it's too much tension, but just not allowing any parts of your finger or your arm to go in. And so now we're still breathing here, and we're probably beginning to feel it in our shoulders and in our arms. And so just doing this We're working our arms, we're working our arm muscle, we're focusing on our breath, we're reminding ourselves to breathe when things get more difficult, right? We can learn all those skills with poses like these or holds like these. Now on your next inhale, you're going to bring your arms up. So now my palms are not touching overhead, instead they are parallel. Our shoulders are rolled down. Our chest is slightly open. Just by the nature of rolling our shoulders down, our chest comes out a little bit. And our arms are here. I know they're getting tired. Okay, one more. Inhale here. Exhale down to shoulder level. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down. And you might feel like a little soreness in your shoulder. You can just give them a little roll if that feels comfortable for you. Okay. Now we're going to bring our arm back up, shoulder level, and we're going to start to twist them. So I'll just show you in my arm movements first, and then we'll work in our spine too, so we can get some cat-cows in with our arm stretches. Okay, we're going to inhale. As we inhale, our palms rotate in front of us, right? Towards like your front of the room. And as we exhale, our arms rotate so our palms face the back of the room. Inhale forward and up. Exhale down and back. Inhale forward and up. Exhale down and back. Okay, and inhale here. Exhale to bring your arms down. I'll give you a little break because I know it's a lot. You can feel it, like especially up in here, in your shoulder cups themselves. Okay. Now our arms back up, shoulder level. Now we're going to add the cat-cow motion with our twists. So you can probably see where this is going. Inhale, as our palms rotate towards the front of the room and up, our chest begins to come forward. And as we exhale, our palms are rotating down and back as we begin to curve our spine or round our spine. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backward. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backward. And I know your arms are probably so tired, so one more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backward. And with the end of the last exhale, you can just bring your arms down. And we'll just give them a little break for a second. Okay. Before we bring them back up, but not shoulder level. Okay. For our next move, I'll just turn around so you can see my back. For this pose, we're going to inhale our arms all the way up so that they're parallel to one another. Engaged, our fingers are active. On our exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips to the back of our shoulders. So just here, or wherever is comfortable for you. Then, I'm going to turn back around. Now you see our elbows are pointing forward, right? We want to send our elbows up towards the ceiling. So on our inhale, we're going to raise our elbows up. Inhale. And exhaling here. So our shoulders are still moving down our back, not hunching up towards our ears. And then with our next inhale, You can bring your hands back up. Exhale your hands back down. Okay. For this next pose, I'm going to come up off the block because I am too short in my arms to do a twist on the block. So here, you can either you can stay on your block, or you can sit in hero pose. It's up to you, with your knees bent. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do twists. So we're working our thoracic spine, right? So in the middle of our back here, right? So we're working mostly our upper back. So just between our shoulder blades. We shouldn't really feel too much in our lower back. So if you feel any pain or compression in your lower back, then it might be an indication that you are sitting with a rounded back and you're putting some stress on your lower back, or maybe your back is tight today and then maybe this pose will just be uncomfortable for you. So if you have any back pain, you can avoid this. I'll sit here so that you can see the back of the twist too. And I'm just going to set up my block, even though I don't need it, but I just want to show you how you can use it. So from our starting position, our seated position, we're going to inhale, just checking in. Our spine is straight, our belly is slightly engaged. Our gaze is forward, and inhaling and exhaling here in the seat. Now on our next inhale, we're going to extend upward, and with our exhale, I'm sorry, I think I said exhale. With our inhale, we're going to still gaze forward and extend upward, and with our exhale, we're going to start to turn towards the side. So I'll just put my hands here so you can see it's only my chest that's moving, right? And obviously like part of my abdomen, but just you can feel really the muscles moving, right? You're not actually cranking or crunching to the side. So inhale, exhale, we come as far as we can, comfortably can, and then inhale and exhale. See if we can twist a little bit more. And from here, you can leave your hands here, or you can place them down behind you. So just behind your spine, and this left hand can come to the outside of your right leg. So you're kind of pushing against that right leg with the back of your hand as you try and gaze toward the back wall, or at least towards the corner of the room here. If it's too uncomfortable to gaze to the back wall, then just gaze over here. And we're just going to stay here for another breath. And now we're going to come over to the other side. So when we inhale, we're going to slowly unwind, bringing our hands back to their starting place. And then we're going to move into the other side. So inhale, extending your spine, and exhale as we rotate to the side. Inhaling here, extending a little bit more. Exhaling to see maybe I have a little bit more room to go. Placing our hands or keeping our hands where they were, and remembering to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling here. I really love this twist. I just think it feels so wonderful. And the fact that it's kind of out of my lower back and working more on my thoracic spine, I think is really nice, because oftentimes we give our lower back a lot of attention and not the rest of our spine. So, and as we inhale, we just slowly begin to come back toward the center. Another way that you can do it, if you did choose to stay on your block, okay, so just pretend I'm sitting on my block, because I didn't bring two with me today. You can put this behind you. So I said I was too short to do the twist without the block. So if I'm twisting here, I can use the block to put my hand on, because as you can see, it's difficult for me to reach the bottom. And if I touch with my fingertips, then my back kind of arches. So I want to prevent that. So if you are a little high or you feel like you're really trying to reach for that mat and it's a little uncomfortable, you can always place your block. Even if it's a little bit higher, that's better, I think, than trying to reach for a place that you can't really comfortably touch. Okay, and so the other thing you can do with these twists, I add them into my joint movements between my hips and my shoulders. I do spinal twists, so I do them with a breath. Okay, so inhaling here, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so it's the same breathing pattern as the neck. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so that inhale just allows you to set yourself back up before you turn to the side. Okay, and I hope that you enjoyed your class, and I will see you again. Namaste.